Welcome back to my YouTube channel English Tutorial. Hope all of you are good with the blessings of Almighty. Now, today's video which I am going to make about quite on a different matters, and you may say rather that it is specially for CBSE student or ICSE students. As the board shows, you see that alliteration versus consonance. You may say that it is too much confusing matters to the most of the students, as I see that when I ask the students that find out what is alliteration and what is consonance, though they are both the poetic device to use the sweetness of sounds to a high degree, but they feel confused, my beloved students, as they cannot differentiate between the two, what is alliteration and what is consonance. Now I see that you know well that alliteration and consonance and metaphors, similes, the figure of speech, all of those that are included in the syllabus of ICSE and CBSE board students. Please just listen to me and keep patience. What's the actual one clue you have to keep in mind to determine or differentiate what is alliteration and what is consonance? Basically, now let's start to clear up your confusions, okay? And if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe as much as you can. Now, let's start. Basically, I would like to say that both alliteration and consonance are poetic devices, and you may say that alliteration is the cousin of consonance. এই দুটো ভাই ভাই বলতে পারো, তার কারণ হচ্ছে এই দুটোর ক্ষেত্রেই কিন্তু অনেকটা মিল আছে সাউন্ডসের কিসের মিল না, alliteration is nothing but the repetition of consonant, and also the consonance is just like that, the repetition of consonant. Okay, now এবারে তোমরা বলবে যে দুটোই তো রিপিটেশন, তাহলে বাজবো কি করে? This is the most confused, this is the most contradictory. Then how we can differentiate what is alliteration, what is consonance? Now consider first examples to clear up or brush up your ideas. Now I give an examples. Sheep, should, sleep in, said. Now consider these examples: sheep, should, sleep, said. The first letter, the consonant, same. Not only the sound but also actually the letter also the same. তিনটে কনসোনেন্টের সাউন্ডস স্টার্ট হচ্ছে বিগিনিং এ। দিস ইজ দ্য মোস্ট ইম্পর্টেন্ট পয়েন্ট অ্যান্ড কি ওয়ার্ডস। বিগিনিং এ, ওয়ার্ডের বিগিনিং এ শেষ হচ্ছে, দেখো শুরু হচ্ছে, দেখো ইনিশিয়ালি, দ্য ইনিশিয়াল পয়েন্ট আমরা ওয়ার্ডস দেখো শুরু হচ্ছে শিপ, শুড, স্লিপ, ইন, সেড। নাও ইট ইজ দ্য এক্সাম্পল অফ alliteration. Okay, now go to the another example to clarify the another poetic device that is consonance. Consonance সম্পর্কে কি বলবে? আমি প্রথমেই বলেছি যে দুটোর ক্ষেত্রেই the repetition of consonants, okay, to make the sounds sweeter and also to rise a high degree. Now next consider the second example. She stood on the road and cried. Now consider, she stood on the road and cried. It is the repetition of consonant stood, road, cried, but not initial points, not the beginning point of a word. The consonant here, you see that end, 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 end. Not only there is heart and soul restrictions or rules, যে শেষেই একমাত্র বসবে তার কোনো মানে নেই, শেষে হতে পারে, মাঝে হতে পারে, that may occur or placed, that may place middle of a word or end of a word naturally and generally. Okay, now if you go to the another example, it is the examples of consonants. Okay, now go to the another example, number 3. If you consider the another example, it will be more helpful to allow you to differentiate what is alliterations and what is consonants. Now example 3, you may say Mike likes his new bike. Now consider that it is also the examples of consonants, but the key point is the repetition of consonants may occur middle or end naturally, but alliterations it does not refer that. Okay, now Mike like bike, it is not ending of a end point of a word, the letter here placed middle, so it is also the examples of consonants. Okay, now number 4, if I go to the another example to clarify more, just like she sell seashells. Okay, the sea sells seashells, beginning, both are considered the poetic device and both help us or writer to make it more sweet sounds. But there is one clue you have to keep in mind, that the alliterations, also the repetitions of consonant, that must be placed beginning, initial points, and next the consonants does not show, it does refers, এটা সব সময় may be middle or end. Okay, hope I have been able to clarify and make you aware, and also to clear up your confusions how to differentiate the alliteration and consonants. Though firstly I have also said that may you say rather that alliterations and consonants are brothers, just like brothers. Okay, now thanks, I love you. Okay. Thanks.